everybody, it's your boy Word of God here, back at it again with a part something of the yandere. I forgot. What if deku data yandere? There you go. But I forgot what part it is. Now, let's get it. So, where we last left off was Rose telling these hoes, the prostitutes, the strippers, well, they're just strippers, but they're hoes, that she's gonna kill them, but she's gonna do it. But she's going to do it long, and she's going to do it horrible. She's going to torture them. She's going to kill them. She's going to torture them so much that they wish they were dead. Okay? So, let's go. As we do have Rose, and she's like, and she's walking around like, how should I torture you guys? I know. My good old-fashioned favorite. And she goes and grabs a table full of Dr. tools. I'm not even going to try to get them. But she pulls out some fence cutters. Tweezers. Or wrench. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Leaf cutters. So she pulled out some leaf cutters. She's like, doing like she knew this business. She's like, which one wants to go first? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You, bitch. She goes to the one who did it with Zuku, forced Zuku to do stuff. And she's like, no, don't, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing with that? You're too, you shouldn't play with toys. You shouldn't play with tools, right? Alright? As Rose is like, oh, don't worry about this. I'm not gonna play with it. Wait, I am. I'm gonna cut your fingers off. As she cut one finger off, that's the girl screaming pain. She's screaming. As Rose like, Papa, we don't want to hear her screaming now, do we? As she put stuff in her mouth with something like a sock or whatever, or rag. She's like, she's screaming and agony. She's crying and everything. As her friend's like, you crazy bitch, let us go now. As she's trying to walk back and forth. Rose like, I like it when my toys talk back. It's funny. But you made my boyfriend, you made my precious Izuku, do something that he shouldn't have done with you. You filthy, dirty pieces of hoe. You pieces of bitches. You should die where you are. But like I said, I want you to die a painful death. As she gets a blowtorch, as she burns, the girl who got her finger cut off, as she's screaming even more, so she's burning out. Come on now. And so she's screaming out. She's like, Rose, like, actually, I think I'd like to hear you scream. No one will hear you anyway. So she takes the rag out of her mouth, and she's screaming, playing, you crazy bitch, let me go now. I'll call the cops on you. Rose is like, anyways, so as of, you do have, what was it? Oh yeah, after she was burning her finger, she's like, well, anyways, let's see, what's another toy? Oh, she goes in the back, I'll be back, just hang on tight, okay? So she goes in the back, she's screaming, I love you, Izuku. She brought out a picture of Izuku, because they took a picture together, yeah. And she puts the picture frame on the table, and she's like, look here, love. I'm gonna put some acid on her, just like she's like, look here, love. I'm gonna put acid on her. Doesn't that make you happy? As she's pretending to be Zuko, she's like, yeah, it does. It does, Rose. Thank you for doing this for me. I would never cheat on you, right? She forced me to. As Rose like, I know, darling. And she's gonna pay for it. So, she's like, you're one crazy bitch. You know that? And she's like, what did you say? And she's like, you're a crazy bitch. That's her friend talking. No one would doubt anything happened to her. And she's like, you know what? I think I hate your mouth. I think I'm And she's walking over here and she pretends to trip as she pours all the acid on one leg. And she's like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to. Well, I did. as she's screaming in pain, as you know, because it's acid, that bitch is screaming in pain. As you know, Rose is like, let me heal that for you. So I forgot her regeneration. She can heal people because fuck it. I'm gonna give her just. It's not like a good healing quirk. Like it can't heal regeneration. You know, it can't regenerate your whole limb. It could just, it can regenerate your finger. So she helps heal the leg and the finger. As the pain stops. As she's like, this is gonna be more fun than I thought. As she's like, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the store and buy some things, some new supplies. This should be fun. We get to hang out for a whole 3 weeks, or 3 days, or how long I want it. I'm thinking about a week. Since we have 2 months off of school, a week should be fine. She's like, be back. As she stuffed their mouths, because she didn't want them screaming. As an hour passed, Rose came back with some heavy equipment. No one questioned her. Okay? No one at the store questioned her whatsoever. Why? Because she got that cash. Why? Because she's the daughter of Jessica and Jacob. Why? Because Jessica and Jacob are famous. Well, not famous enough where people know her, but Rose is rich. Like I said in the first part, she is rich. Okay? She's rich. Anyways. So, hold on. She come back with tweezers, fucking poison snakes or something like that. Okay, she just came back with some supplies. I might make some of these tools up, or I don't know these tools, but so one of those one of those cigars, the cigar cutter that they have. That's what she got. So she goes to the lady. Let's call her Bertha. Not Bertha. Let's call her Lady 1, Lady 2. So she goes to Lady 1, who fucked Izuku. Or drugged him at first. They both fucked him, but still. And so she goes and like, this little pig went to the market. And she cuts off her toes. The girl screams, she's like, this little pig went home. Boop! And the second one. She did to all the other pigs until she got the piggy tail. And this little piggy never went home. Wee, or whatever. Oh, wait, and this little piggy went wee, all the way home as she cuts it off. And she's just screaming agony as Rose just like, this is fun. As I'm dead serious trying to tell y'all what she does. This is the 18 plus whatever right now. So as next, she plays hot potato. As she cuts all Lady One's toes, and she healed them. All right, made them come back because she can heal toes and fingers only. She can regrow limbs like toes and fingers. As of Lady 2, she did the same thing, but with her fingers. They scream. So Rose left. She went to bed. She's whipping everything else. She just and she's like, what is she doing? As she's like, this bitch, she's crazy. She's crazy. We have to get out of here. And she's like, how? No, we can't get out of here. She has us tied up real good. And we can't use our quirks. As I'm not going to get too detailed what the quirks is. The quirk is like meant for dancing any goddamn way. So, as the Brazilian came, Rose came back. As she's like, here you go, lunchtime. And it's like, what the fuck? Is that my finger? As we're like, oh, you noticed, huh? Yeah, I figured that you might be hungry, so I decided to feed you. Finger and toe soup. Or, yeah, don't you like it? They're about to, she's like, I'm about to throw up. As Rose like, that's not good. You must be hungry. As they're like, we're not eating that shit. As Rose like, oh, we're not? She's like, we're not. As Rose like, here you go. As she forces her, she uses her strength to force her to eat it. And she forcing them to eat their own toes and their own fingers. As I'm about to throw up, right? Damn, I'm about to throw up just thinking about it. Oh my god. That bitch is crazy. So, out of, they're eating it, they're forced to eat it. As of that happens, right? Now, let's continue. So, she gets a staple gun. She's like, let's do some decorations. We want some homemade jitters? So she starts stapling her arms, her body, her legs, and she's screaming pain. As of, Rose, she, like, I don't think you can hear me. What about now? As she rips, with that, I cannot say this hard enough. She legit rips off the lady one ear off. As she's screaming and hollering. Oh my god, she's in pain. Just to let y'all know, Lady One did not survive for the 3 days of torture. Never stop. Actually, she didn't survive for the 4 days of torture. That's better. Let's start with the 4th day. This is the final day for her life. Izumi had enough fun with her, but she wants her to die. So, she gets a tree cutter. There's a machine that when you put a tree branch in, it cuts them. She gets one of those. Now, again, nobody questions her how she got this. Nobody questions her why she get this. They just say, "Oh, fuck it, here, you got money, here." That's all they care, right? Let me see what that comment is later. But yeah. So, as of that happens, right? She puts Lady One in the sky. With the she wraps her around the chain, and she's pulling her best. Lady One screaming, "Please don't! Please no! Please don't do this! Please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!" As Roy's like, "Oh well, time is ticking. You have 2, 3, 5 minutes left to say your goodbyes to your friend." She's like, "Agent, blah blah blah. I love you. I always, I wish we were friends. I wish I met you before and blah blah blah." As the other girl's like, "Me too. I'm gonna miss you. I guess we'll see each other in heaven." And she's like, "Yeah." As Rose like, "You're too cute." As she starts, he's like, "A second thought, I want you to do more torture." And she's like, "Wait, what? Just kill me now." And she goes like, "Oh, you're gonna die, but not head first." As she turns her around, and she's like, "No, please don't make me suffer." As she, push her down slowly as her feet begins to, get cut and crushed. She's screaming in pain as this goes all the way down to her head. As if the blood was splatting all over the girl, Lady Two. As she's screaming because she got blood on her best friend blood. As Rose is just laughing. She thinks it's funny. As that happens, right? So, Lady Two, it's gonna be worse for her because the door opens and she's like, "Honey, what are you doing? You know you're not supposed to do this, right?" And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that." And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. Just next time, you have to make sure you cover up the bottom so that way it's much easier to clean the bodies." As of it is her mother, Jessica. Rose told her mother what happened, and her mother is very pissed. Okay, she adores Izuku because Izuku is a nice kid, and he treats her daughter with respect, and blah blah blah. Hell, she kind of falls for him, but she's loyal to Jacob and Jacob only, because she's a yandere her damn self. When she heard that some two girls drug Izuku and forced him to do things, she got pissed. Okay, let me tell you how pissed she got. She got so pissed she bought she bought the stuff for Rose. Like legit, that's what she did. And let's continue. So the lady's like, "Are you here to help me?" As Jessica's like, "Of course not. I'm not here to help." "Well, you, I'm not. My daughter, yes." I said, "Your daughter, she's a crazy bitch." As Jessica just slaps her saying, "Don't you ever call her a crazy bitch, you slut." As Chip Rose like, "Mom, what now? I used up all my toys in the beginning." As Jessica's like, "Oh, baby, it's not that serious. You can always go with the classic." As she tears out the knife. As Rose is like, you're right. We can always go with a classic. So she just starts making artwork as Jessica's like, my beautiful baby, you're growing up so fast. She's like, let me show you how it's really done. I said, okay. So she's going ham. She cutting out all, she doing, oh my god, she cut off her ear, her mouth, her tongue, her fucking eye, her fucking hand, her fucking, she cuts her side up. She's screaming in pain by the way, as Rose like, so that's how you do it. As Jake like, and you really want to do it for the kicker, cut her open. You grab her, I think it's her stomach or whatever you want to grab, and you choke her out with it. You make her eat it. And Rose like, ooh, that sounds fun. And she's like, yes, but she's like, how would you make them eat it if they're already be dead? And he's like, here's the kicker. You don't. You just make them chew on it because they know it's killing them. And it's fun to watch. And she's like, can you show me? As Jessica did exactly what I just said. She made the girl eat her own guts. She was still alive, but she died. Oh, of course she died. She ate her own guts. Her guts just come out. And it was steamy too. Like, because when you do know that when your guts come out, it's steamy, right? Like, it's hot. It's steamy. If you didn't know that, now you do. And I think I just grossed y'all out. If I grossed y'all out, I'm sorry. But that happens, right? It's just goes like, there, see? It's done. Rose like, she's very like, wow, that's awesome. But how are you going to clean this up? As Jessica's like, here, like so. As she starts showing her how to clean up, blah, blah, blah. She showed how to, not leave any trace of her, blah, blah, blah. That's what she did. And, yeah. Dumped the body out in the fucking... Well, they didn't dump the bodies out. Well, body, yeah. They dropped the body in the middle of the fucking lake. The other body is all mushy and gushy, so they fed it to wild fucking dogs, like fucking wolves. Fuck it. So, after that, like a week over, as Deku tested Rose was like, so Rose, do you want to hang out? Or are you still, are you not free? Or, yeah. She's like, oh, no, I'm free now. Yeah, I just got done. And Deku's like, oh, cool. I'll come over to your house and, we can hang there. And Rose like, oh, you want to come over to my house and hang? And she's like, is that a problem? We can go. And she's like, no, that's not a problem. I just have to clean up a little bit if you can wait. As Duke's like, yeah, I can wait. So he's like, oh, okay, bye. And he's like, bye. And she's like, Mom, is Duke's coming over? And she's like, the house is not even clean yet. I just, as Rose like, I'm sorry. And she's like, no, dear, it's my fault. I should show you how I did it earlier, and you would have no problem. Anyways, let's go home. They go home. She cleaned the house. It wasn't even that dirty. She just had to straighten things up. Now, Jacob. Poor Jacob. Yeah. Let's just say Jacob is really, really happy that he can talk to somebody about this, or at least warn them about it. You know why? Because Izuku. Izuku makes him happy. Even more. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Izuku as he gets there. As he's kind of suspicious of Rose though. He's starting to get suspicious because like she had cameras in his car. He's a little suspicious about that. He doesn't want to ask her about it because sure, he's gonna ask her about it. They're gonna hang out for a little bit, but he's gonna ask Kim to go to her room real quick. But yeah, so they hang out a little bit. They play a little game, a little board game, blah blah blah. They talk. I think like, Rose, can we go talk in your room for a little bit? And she's like, sure, we can go talk if that doesn't bother you guys. As Jacob's like, nah, go talk. As Jacob's like, but don't leave me down here. Like that don't leave me down here face. As Jacob's like, what the? Okay. Anyways, so they go upstairs and he's like, So Rose, I have a question. And she's like, yeah, what is it? As he's like, do you not trust me? As she's like, trust you? I trust you. What's going on? Why you brought this up? As he's like, well then, why were there cameras in my car? As she's like, what are you talking about? All cars come in camera city. As they like, not that many. Now I know that my car comes in with the camera, but I know I have to activate it. I know that for a fact. But how did you knew that what I was doing? How you knew what type of cup I was getting or drink I had? She's like, as he was like, so you do have cameras in my car. You don't trust me, Rose? Is that why you have them? As Rose like, it's not that I don't trust you, Zuko. It's just that I don't trust nobody with you. As he's like, so you don't trust my dad? And she's like, well, what he did was, and he's like, listen. I don't want to be with someone who can't trust me. Like in my live, I can't be with you if you don't trust me. And she's like, what do you mean, Zuko? What do you mean you can't be with me if you can't trust me? If I can't trust you? She's like setting like a side. I'm like, what do you mean? As Zuko's like, look here, Rose. Until I feel like I can trust you, or, well, you know what, Rose? Right now, I just wanna. She's like, what you wanna do? Do you wanna break up with me, or do you wanna leave me, or? And Zuko's like, oh wait. And Zuko's like, yeah, he puts his head on his head like, sorry, Rose, but I don't. I don't think I can be with you if you can't trust me. And she's like, what are you talking about, Zuko? You don't want to break up, do you? Zuko's like, no, I don't, but unfortunately, I do. And just for a little bit, I'm breaking up with you. As she just drops. Like, her heart just dropped. Like, what? Zuko's like, you hurt me, Rose. I'm breaking up with you. Well, yeah. Until I feel like I'm ready to trust you again. Seems like you don't trust me, so I don't trust you with, well, yeah. As if you can't trust me, then how can I trust you? So I can't date a girl who I can't trust. And right now, you're that girl, Rose. And she's like, Izuku-kun, but I love you. She's like, I love you too, Rose, but I can't be a girl who doesn't trust me. As he walks out, he's gonna walk out the door. This one day he realized that this bitch is crazy. She's like, I'll kill myself! And Jake's like, what? No, guys, don't do that. You know the drill. If you do, I will kick your ass when I see you. I swear I will kick you. I will beat your ass if you ever do that. Anyways, and Jake's like, what? What are you talking about, Rose? And she's like, I'll kill myself if you break up with me, Zuko. I swear. And Jake's like, Rose, calm down. It's not that serious. And she's like, I love you, Zuko, and you want to break up with me? And she starts crying as Jacob's like, oh, right now I had the feeling that I'm going to get a flashback of Don't Tell Me. As he can hear her crying a little bit. Jessica can't hear it yet, but he's trying to make sure she doesn't hear it. Because he knows that she's crazy right now. Over him, she's crazy, but about her daughter, oh, that bitch is nuts. That bitch is a fucking serial killer if something happened to her daughter. But, he's trying to make sure she doesn't hear it. So he's like, hey, baby. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you want to go out for a walk? Just you and me? Like in the old days? And she's like, yeah, but what about, Izuku and Rose? And she's like, don't worry about them. They're young, let them have their own fun. Come on. we haven't been out for a walk in a while. And she's like, that is true. Let's go. So they leave. Now, Jacob is taken to a nice park that there aren't that many females there, okay? Jacob's not stupid, but he's like, Ezekiel, you better run while you still can. I'm giving you enough time. Come on, boy, you got this. You can run, you can leave, but you don't want to be like me, forced to keep her safe and make sure she doesn't kill nobody else. As you know, they out the house, they walking down the street, they're away from the house, boom, bam, she can't hear. As he's like, what are you talking about? Why would you do that, Rose? As Rose like, well, you leave me, Ezekiel, and there's no reason for me to live anymore. And he's like, oh, come on, Rose, I'm just. She's like, you leave me, I'll kill myself. And I'll kill you. And he's like, what? What are you talking about? What are you saying? As she's like, as he's like, this bitch, she's nuts. As David's like, maybe something happened to her before I met her. No, he doesn't say that yet, but like he's like, damn, that bitch is nuts. David's like, I'm out this shit. So David's like, whatever, Rose. I don't care. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me until I feel like I can feel like I can trust you. And she's like, where are you going, Izuku? He's like, I'm going home, Rose. Unless you have cameras there too. I bet you do. And if I find any, we're officially over. As he's like, are you, what, Izuku? As he slams the door, he goes downstairs. As he goes in the car, he zoomed. He got all the cameras out the car, right? He found every camera. He checked every corner, every crevice, everything. He got all the cameras. It's like a handful of them. So Dave is now driving to his house. He's thinking, what did I do? Did I do the right thing? Or was I overdid it? As he's getting spam texts, spam calls about, they go straight to voicemail. Okay, let's cut the road. She's crying, right? But she's texting, she's texting and calling Izuku at the same time. Izuku getting both text messages and calls. So he keeps on hanging up. He keeps on pressing ignore. He just doesn't read them. Doesn't read. Rose is getting much furious, much angry, super angry. She's, sending angry text messages, angry, fucking voicemail saying, you're a piece of crap and you was never there for me, blah, blah, blah. Izuku was ignoring this whole shit. I'm telling you, this shit about being the most funnest what if I'm gonna make with this, bro, I swear. Now, hold on, I need to get some drink. As of, that happens, right? So, as of, she's sending him some more sad, more angry and more sad and more mad, voicemail, text messages. Taking us to his house. His dad's not home because his dad's at work. His dad's working overtime now, so his dad won't come home until around 1. Sorry about that. But he's checking the house, trying to see if there's cameras there. He found some cameras. You know what Zuka did? He's like, this bitch, she actually put cameras in my house. As of, he's like, she what? What? Why would she, as of, he got another call, as he picks up this time, as, Rose is crying still, because she's a crazy bitch. As of, she's like, Izuku-kun, I love you. And he's like, what the fuck? What cameras doing in my fucking house? As of, He's like, what are you talking about? I haven't. It's like, bitch. He said, bitch. Oh my god, I'm gonna love this fucking series. Oh my god, I'm gonna love this series so much. Please, 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 give this video a lot of likes, a lot of views, please, because I really want to continue this series. I'm gonna enjoy this series. This might be a fucking movie. Granted, I don't know how to combine them all into a movie, but if I can, I will. Trust me. Please. I'm telling you, because I'm getting real hyped, bro, right now. So, I said, she's like, what did you just call me a bitch? Oh, yes. I'll call you a fucking bitch. Because you fucking put cameras in my fucking car. I mean, I was mad at that, yeah. I was kind of like, what the fuck? I was thinking about giving you a little break or something. But nah, this shit right here, we're fucking done, Rose. We're fucking done. You hear me? You fucking you fucking bitch. We're done. As she's like, we're done? But I love you, as I love you. I did this for you, blah blah blah. As if, what? I never asked what? I mean, sure, I appreciated the shit you did, but you didn't have to do none of that shit. And she's like, but I killed these bitches for you. And she's like, wait, you did what? And she's like, nothing. And he was like, nah, what did you did? What did you say, Rose? What did you do? And she's like, nothing. I'm just very pissed off that you're yelling at me for doing some things that I just want to make sure you protect these. And he was like, Rose, you broke into my house. You fucking put cameras in my house. Why the fuck would I trust you? I don't trust you, Rose. We're fucking done. Don't call this fucking or text this number again. Hell, I don't want to see you. I don't want to sit next to you tomorrow in class. Okay? I don't want it to. Not at all. Nada. Okay? And she's like, but she's like, fine. I don't love you anyways. And she's like, okay, shit. I never love you too, bitch. Bye, ho. As he hang up. As Rose, she crying, but she's pissed off because of what Zuko was saying and shit. She wants to kill him, but at the same time, she knows if he kills him, she will never be with him. And she doesn't want that to happen. So she's very pissed off right now. She's, saying, what the fuck? What? How is it? And, she doesn't know. She's saying some weird shit right now. And Zuko's like, he's like, did I? He's like, damn. And he's like, wait. Maybe she might have trust issues. And she's starting to think about, like, no, but that still doesn't have no excuse of her putting cameras in my fucking house. Or my car, that was a good. As he's starting to regret what he's saying. But at the same time, he's not. So later on that night, he's asleep. Izumi, Rose. I'm gonna change her to Izumi because I keep on saying Izumi. So Rose is now Izumi. Izumi Silver. She's still Rose. It's just that Rose is kind of. I'm keep on saying Izumi more and more. I'm sorry, but I had to change Rose's name to Zip. I'll make a poll for it if I did and it's already happened. If I didn't, but for now her name is Rose. But if I just want to change it. But still, so that's Rose. Sneaking to Izuku's house, while both his dad and him are sleeping. So she's sneaking in. As she quietly, goes into Izuku's room. As she fucking takes a picture of Izuku sleeping. She's like, I know you didn't mean any of that, my love. I'll protect you from these other hoes. Don't worry. I'll make sure you're mine. You're mine alone. I have to kill every girl in this world. Except for your family and my mom, of course. And she's like, and my mom. And she's petting his head, and she's like, and she put his head on her lap, and she's like petting his head like, you're so adorable. And she took a selfie of her and Izuku, Yeah, she left. She felt by him. Izuku kind of felt comfortable with him. Like she kind of felt, like when he turned over, he like put his arm over her. She was blushing, but he was like very comfortable. Like he felt nice and warm. It felt nice. So she fell asleep, but she woke up early before Izuku ever could catch her. So yeah, that bitch dipped. not before stealing a pair of his dirty underwear. This bitch is weird. She's weird and fucking crazy. I'm gonna enjoy this series. Please, once again, smash those like buttons and get this video. Share, please share the video so you can get enough views. Because I really want to continue this series. I don't want to cancel it and end it. At least not until I get a perfect, perfect part. But still. So, as of, we do have Izuku. It's the next day. He wakes up and he's like, what the? And it's so weird. But it is what it is. So he gets dressed, right? Dad's like, Sashi makes breakfast. He's like, alright, Izuku, it's time for breakfast. Hey, he's like, alright, Dad. Sorry, he's like, he eats breakfast. Sashi's like, oh, Izuku. He's like, yeah, Dad. So, how was last night? As Izuku's like, what do you mean last night? As, Sashi's like, I saw someone go in your room last night. He seems like it looks like a girl due to her chest size. As Izuku's like, Dad, you're such a perv. But, anyways, what are you talking about? I didn't have no girl come over last night. As Sashi's like, Izuku, you could tell me. I am your dad, after all. Come on, tell me. Who you brought over? Was it Rose? As Izuku's like, no, it was. As he's like, stop. So he's like, wait, Rose. She's the only girl who knows where I live at. Besides, Abby. As he's like, no, Rose wouldn't. Would she? She wouldn't do such a thing. As he's like, but then again, she did put cameras in my fucking house. So, he goes, he's like, thanks, Dad, for the breakfast. As he's like, alright, be careful. And she's like, alright. So, as of, we do have the next day. It is the start of the, what was it called? Oh yeah, the sports festival. Now this is interesting, due to the fact that Izuku. Sorry, you can jump back in there. As of, it's now the fucking sports festival, like I said. As of, the audience, it's a race start. The first is the race. So, as of, she's like, Rose is like, Izuku, and she's like, don't talk to me. As he walked past her, everyone's seeing this, like, whoa, did he just ghost her? As Ramon was like, what's wrong? Izuku doesn't want to tell them about, their problems, because he wants to be just between them. He wants to work out between them. He doesn't want nobody in their problem. Because, yeah, he doesn't need outsiders in this problem. So, as of that happens, right? Whoa, I wonder what's between them two. They're normally the most happiest couple. As a Rose is like all sad, and she's like also mad that Izuku just told her not to talk to him. It's a race. Now, fuck Shoto and fuck Bakugo and fuck James. They ain't shit. We're focused on this race. We strictly between Deku and Rose. Okay, this fight is dedicated to them two. We don't care about the others. Their race just exactly as in canon. Okay, Choto, fucking Bakugo and James, which is replacement for Deku, who's quirkless and had one for all, blah blah. They do the same things in canon. These two motherfuckers. So the partner's like, you ready? As Deku looks at Rose, as Rose looks at Deku, like, get set. As soon as they go, as they both took off. Took off. So, as if they're doing their thing, as for the robots, Deku just creates a lot of guns. As he just, he creates 2 ARs and just starts spraying them niggas. That's all you hear. As the robot fought now, as Rose just jumps up and kicks the robot as it falls down. The cannon, Deku literally just hopped that. Well, he jumped from pillar to pillar as the Rose just like ran on the line because she has good balance. Fucking mine. No, as Rose like, she's like, don't talk to me. We're enemies right now. As Izuku created, two AK-47s, as he just starts spraying the ground, as the ground starts exploding, as Deku just running. He gets to the finish line, Rose jump, and the other race are can. So James comes third, Shoto fourth, and Bakugo fifth. The rest of them goes as an order. Anyways, for the cavalry battle, she wants to go. She's trying to make things work, but Izuku was like, "Nah, fuck that." Not until I feel like it. So, the cavalry battle. Here's what happened, right? So she wants to go on Izuku's team. She's like, "I'm going on Izuku's team." So she's gonna go on. Izuku's like, "No, get away from me." So he picks his team and cannon. So yeah, Rose goes on to let's say James' team and other characters that I don't give a fuck. Come to the cavalry test. No, Deku team won that because I don't care. Sorry. Now, for the 1v1 fights, James and Shinso goes the same. Bakugo or Rocket goes the same. Oh yeah. Shoto versus James goes the same. It's now, let's say Bakugo versus Deku, because this is what happened. So during the fight, Deku and Rose were fighting. Yeah, they were fighting. Rose didn't want to fight Izuku, but at the same time, she kind of wanted to, so yeah. Deku didn't want to fight Rose, but he had to. It's part of the match. So they're fighting. Deku created some guns. Nah, he created a blade. I'm just gonna say he created like knuckle dusters. As of, not knuckle dusters, but bronze knuckles. As he just starts going at Rose. So, as a Rose dodges his shit, she's like, can I please work this out? As Zuko's like, no, you put cameras in my house, and you broke into my house. No, we can't work this out. As they start talking, and no audience can hear them. I'm just gonna let y'all know that. As they're talking, and Rose is fighting back as Deku hit Rose, but full force, by the way. Sorry. As she almost gets hit out of the ring. And so you have Izuku. As of he goes into it and starts punching. Starts to punch at Rose. Rose dodge as she kicks Izuku in the face. As she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, did that hurt?" Izuku's like, "I don't care. You broke into my house, Rose. Why?" As Rose like, "What are you talking about? I did it." As she's like, "Don't play dumb with me." Yes. He's created rubber bullets, but he starts shooting at Rose. Rose was getting hit, but she was taking it. As of Deku, he was like, "Fuck it." As he runs up to Rose. As Rose like, "What?" As he goes into her face, she's like, just face to face. She's like, "Izuku, as he's like push her out of the way because he don't want to hit her. He still loves her, but at the same time, he just wants answers and he wants to know why she did it. Now, she's gonna make some bullshit of excuse. Or bullshit. Well, not really a bullshit of a lie. It's kind of the truth, too. But, yeah. Kind of the truth. But, kind of the lie at the same time. But, I'll just let y'all know that how it lasts. Izuku is not first. But, anyways. But he is the first who... Yeah, anyways. So, after that, she gets out the ring as they're like, the proctor says, blah, 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 blah. As it's Deku versus Bakugo. Izuku won that shit because all Deku did was like fucking created like mini mines everywhere around him, and he created like fucking grenade launchers to shoot at. Grenade launchers. So they could pretty much won that. I guess first, he's giving congratulations. He just walks away, like without even saying anything to her. That happens. Um, you know, Deku goes to fuck it. I really don't fucking know what agency he'll go to. I don't see what Rose would go to either. You know, by some odd luck, they get put on at the same agency. I want to create this one up. So this agency is run by Dr. Strength, or whatever the fuck is, his name, his or her name does not matter, okay? It's just another agency member. I just need to get to the point where the stain art happens. So let's just cut to that, As of James, that's the same thing with the stain art, saying, like, does this Grandarino, he's going to save Ida, him and, Ida and Todoroki, him, Ida and Todoroki fight Stain, and blah blah blah, they won at the end. But Izuku and Ray, as they were doing patrol, as Ray was trying to talk to Izuku wasn't trying to talk to her. But as of, Mutek happens, they fight, they beat up every normal there, after that, yeah. Yeah, I'm just fast forwarding Stain art. Like, nothing happened within that arc. I just want to tell y'all what Rose and Deku was doing. Because I really want to get to the Forest training arc, because that's where the good shit happens. Now. Wait, I gotta read that. As if that happens, right? So, I'm just going to skip to the Forest training arc, because that's just going to be interesting. So, yeah. But, before we get there, Deku and Rose have not talked in over 2 to 3 days, right? I'm going to say the Forest training camp happens within 2 weeks. I think it does in anime. I'm going to say 2 weeks, a week and a half would be perfectly fine. So, they have not talked for 3 days. Rose is pretty sad. She wants to talk to Izuku, but he won't let her. Izuku's wondering if he should let her talk. If he should listen to her. Yeah, he's very, very confused right now. So, that happened, right? Now, Rose and Deku start, now let's start with that. So, Deku goes up to Rose's house. He texts Rose to ask her if they can meet up at the park. Rose obviously said yes. So they're up at the park, as she's like, what is it, Izuku-kun? As she's sad right now. Izuku broke up with her. But, yeah. So Izuku's like, Rose, can you tell me why you put cameras up, in my car and in my house, and why you did this and that? As Rose is like, okay, Izuku-kun, only because I love you, and yeah, and I trust you with this. Okay? And Izuku's like, you trust me with it? And she's like, yeah, promise me you won't tell nobody else? And he's like, I promise. And she's like, well, I didn't, and he's like, it's okay, Rose, you can tell me. And she's like, okay, I have trust issues sometimes. As he's like, trust issues? What do you mean? Now, we all know this is a fucking cap. Alright, we all know this is a lie. She just making some bullshit excuse so that Deku can get back with her. Some of it's true. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is true. Like, the whole part that she's gonna say right now. And he's like, why do you have trust issues? And he's like, because of the first boy that I liked. As of, we're gonna end it off there. Hope you guys like it. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and yeah, let's go. Now, every like make me, every like, every view helps me, know that you want more of this and you want more of that, or you want more of this what if series. So yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, and thank you. This has been What's God here, signing off with a peace. Bye bye.